The Free State Police has expressed concern in the past about the trend of GBV cases in the province. And of course, again, also concerned with the trend even within the police service in the Free State. Now, the latest case in the Free State being the murder of a police constable in Reitz in the Eastern Free State, where it is alleged that she was killed by her boyfriend. But with me now I have Free State Police Commissioner Baile Motswenyane, just to take us through the stats in the province and what they are doing as the Free State Police to fight gender-based violence. Thank you very much, Commissioner, for joining us today. I want to start with the fact that in the past, when you had a meeting with other stakeholders, your NPA and others, you did mention that you are really concerned with issues of GBV even happening within the police service, and saying that you will try as the department to try and resolve that. What have you done up to so far, and are you winning?
We have been having sessions. We started with the senior management where women were invited, where we were talking about the challenge we are having as police women, because I was saying that how can we expect quality service? How can we expect for members who are wounded, they will go out there and deliver quality service? We need to capacitate our members and ensure that they are empowered, especially so that they are psychologically also fit to deal with gender-based violence. As you know that since May in the Free State, we lost 3 women who were killed by their partners. 2 were killed by their husbands and 1 was killed by the boyfriend, the one we buried on Saturday at Reitz. We started a program where we'll say that we'll be sitting down with our police women to check how best can we assist them, to open that communication, to say that whatever challenges you are having EHW within the service, those are professionals, approach them so that they can assist you with the challenge you are currently facing.
So what are the hotspots in the province, the problem areas that you have identified up to so far in terms of numbers of GBV that you have received as the police?
Our hotspots, I will talk to Bloomspruit, Odendalsres, Tabong, Meloding, and Zamdela.
So basically, what are the main problems in terms of that cases of GBV? Of course, we do know that there are various cases. It could be murder, it could be assault, but cases that really top the reports that you have received as police, what are those?
Mostly is the rape cases, but what is of concern to me is where minors are being raped. Our little ones are being raped while walking around the streets, and that one is really painful. And as the police, we stood up. That's why during May, we had an Indaba where we called NPA, social workers, they were also part, education, as well as NGOs. As you know that you can only deal with the scourge of gender-based violence if you are going to work as a collective. We sat down, we drafted a plan, and for now what we are busy with, we are looking forward to the rollout of that plan.
But just briefly, sharing with us some of the plans that you have in place to fight this problem.
From the side of SAPS, we are having dedicated teams, different districts who are looking at the gender-based violence. We are also having focused crime prevention operations where our members, different stations, they are doing that. But we took a stance as the province to say that where there's a final protection order on the issue of gender-based violence, we are going to do Section 102 investigation under the Firearm Control Act, where we'll be investigating, looking at the possibility of declaring the perpetrator unfit to possess a firearm.
So are we winning as the province in terms of fighting the GBV in the province?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I can see that we'll get it right, but we can only get it right because our sisters also, they need to also come on board, and all of us, we take responsibility to ensure that we are going to fight this scourge of gender-based violence. But really we are winning because what I can tell you, through the NPA and NGOs, we are able to can secure 10 life sentences for August month only. So I can say that where crime was committed, together with NPA and other role players, we make sure that the perpetrators, they stay where they belong.
Where are those areas where you say you still need to improve and intensify strategies to ensure that you do win against the fight against GBV?
I can talk to speedily finalization of investigation. As you know that we need to get the investigative leads which are sent to forensic, but together with our national office, we're ensuring that those cases are prioritized so that they can be finalized within a short space of time, because you know also the memory, you can also remember what really happened if everything is done in a short space of time, and again for the victims of violence also to get closure.
So just lastly, the relationship between the police service and the community, how is it important to ensure that people are able to report the cases and also have trust in the police services?
That is very much key, and what I also want to tell you is that we are having continuous training to ensure that our members are capacitated. There are provincial orders, there are policies within the organization, and where members are not complying, for non-compliance, disciplinary investigation is being instituted, because we need to ensure that the image of the police is being portrayed at all the time, and to make sure that members also of the community, they trust the police, because if they don't trust the police, they'll never come forth to open a case. I usually to say to the members that let's encourage the victims to open cases. Okay, we can get a hiding for high crime, but once the cases are open, we sit down, we analyze, then we can really understand what's sitting at us most, and ensure that our plans, they are going to be focused.
But in terms of resources, is the police ready and nothing lacking?
Challenges are there and there. As you know that for the past 2 years, no members or new intakes were taken to college because of the COVID. But with what we are having, and always encouraging our members to say that if all of us can do our part and go an extra mile, we'll achieve the best.
Well, that is what Police Commissioner in the Free State is saying about the fight against the GBV in the province, saying that they have tried to intensify their strategies to ensure that they do win against the scourge of gender-based violence. But she did mention that they are working together with other stakeholders, not only on the side of police in terms of making arrests, but also working with stakeholders like NPA in ensuring that cases that have been opened, at the end of the day, they do manage to reach finality in terms of handing down sentences in terms of gender-based violence cases in the province. But she did mention that she is concerned because she says that between May and now, within the police service, they have already lost 3 members of the police service. With that, is back to the studio.